Can I finally beat the greatest colony simulation survival strategy city building game of all time? Ladies and gentlemen, of course, I'm talking about the hit 2014 video game Banished, a game in which you're presented with a group of people who've come to settle a new land, and with them, they've only brought along a little bit of clothes, a little bit of food, and a little bit of supplies, and our goal is to turn this small community of people into a thriving settlement, into a village, and maybe even to a small town. For the past couple of weeks, I've tried beating this game on the hardest possible difficulty in the hardest possible starting conditions, and all I have to say to that is, I'm tired, boss. I'm tired of the pain and suffering and death to starvation and freezing from the cold. But job's not finished. So let's jump into Banished and finally beat the greatest colony sim game of all time. Alright, here we are back in Banished, ladies and gentlemen, and yes, I will admit, I am addicted, but yeah, like I just said in the intro, man, for the past couple of weeks, we've been trying to beat this game on the hardest possible starting conditions, mountain terrain size, a small, harsh climate, disasters on, starting conditions hard, almost impossible, no starting seeds, we don't have the ability to farm or grow food or anything like that. And I've decided, man, enough is enough. So it's time to play the game the way it's meant to be played, the way you guys have been asking me for play it. And we're just gonna play on regular conditions. So there we go. Let's go ahead and name this place New Jeff Town, because that is what our towns are being called right here, because my name was Jeff and it's our fourth playthrough, so that's why 4 news. I'm gonna randomize this a couple of times, and terrain type, we're gonna go valleys. Terrain size, we're gonna go large, plenty of room to expand and grow our town. I know, I'm excited too. Climate, fair. Not gonna go to mild, fair climate, just normal. Disasters, I am gonna leave on though, because let's face it, why would I not? And starting conditions, I'm gonna go medium. Okay, not easy, not hard, medium. This is, I feel like, the most regular way to play Banished. Let's jump in. Alright, folks, here we are in new Jeff Town, and I gotta say, I'm liking the map. So we got this big open space right here, which actually extends to back here. Some more flatland up here, a little bit of hill right there, and another big flatland right here. Okay, I'm actually not mad at this setup at all, man. I'm actually not mad at this setup. Let's take a look at, let's arrange our things. So yeah, big flatland right in the middle. I think maybe we do our town like right here, build a bridge, we'll have the hunting and, gathering and forestry over here. And then, up here and back here, we can do farming and animals and planting stuff and stuff like that. So yeah, I actually do like that quite a lot. Okay, let's get started by actually building a bridge. This didn't backfire on me last time. Building a bridge to over here so we can set up the hunting and stuff. And then we'll put down a house over here, a woodcutter and all that good stuff. And yeah, let's get this party started. Starting off with 19 people, actually, 9 of them which are kids. So yeah, quite a large starting population. I'm not mad at that at all. Okay, let's get this party started. Okay, excellent. We got a house down. So even though most of our people are still homeless during the winter, they'll have somewhere to go in and, warm up. Obviously, we got a sort of a little rudimentary setup right here. I put down a trading post right here for later. This is sort of going to be the center of our town, the little market right here. I'm just putting stuff down randomly, but of course later, when we lay it out and we build everything up, we could get rid of this house and put down a house somewhere else. But yeah, let's employ 3 hunters right here. Okay, so now we got a way of gathering food. We just need to build up some firewood. And yeah, after that, we'll put down more houses and a forestry lodge. So the start has started. All right, working on the layout of the town a little bit more. We got a woodcutter up now, which of course is important for producing firewood, which of course will keep our people warm. Put down another stockpile right here. I'll get rid of these. Blacksmith and tailor are gonna go up here pretty soon. Clothes, not that important, but pretty important. Tools, much more important, but we still got a decent stockpile. So yeah, let's get everything working over here, get rid of this, and then we'll put down a forestry lodge. Now, obviously in this little region, that's gonna be our, hunting, gathering, foraging, and a tree cutting and planting area. The rocks and the iron are in the way, but we'll get rid of these gradually as we go on and as we need rocks and iron. Of course, later on, once we exhaust all of those resources in our immediate area, we are going to be putting down mines and quarries, so we have a way to produce these things without actually going over here or up here to gather those resources. The tricky thing about getting rid of stuff like this or like this is, you gotta have the backup and you gotta be careful because, we obviously got all of these things right here, but as you can see, no stone and no iron. That's because, once you select something for removal, it doesn't consider those things are there. So for example, let's say I built up another storage barn right here and I want to destroy this one. While this one is being destroyed, we don't have any of this, so you gotta be careful. Your people can kind of starve a little bit if you want to destroy a storage barn. There we go. We got the forester lodge up now as well. These guys will cut and plant all the trees within this little circle. We're still good on that since there's a lot of trees next to us that we can harvest, but this is something, we want to get out of the way early, so let's employ some people there. I've also laid out some houses over here. We're just gonna build them up, slowly. So time to continue on with this one. Okay, another house is done, and I've put down a gatherer's hut as well. We are already starting to encounter food problems, which is always awesome. Hopefully these guys can help out. Obviously we can do fishing as well, and everyone says that fishing is the most efficient at the start of the game. And sure, we got this lake down here, so our fishermen can be quite productive, but fishing has doomed every single one of my runs in the history of Banished, so I don't like it. I just don't. Okay, hopefully it's not that bad, man. Hopefully it's not that bad. You're kidding me. Already? Come on, man. It's not a problem that they're freezing, because as you can see, they just walk in the house and get warmed up, but... Well, not a very good hunter if you can't eat, can you? Okay, our goal of getting to 100 people has, well, it sucks because one person died. Hey, how do we still have 19 people, though? I thought we started off with 19 already. No one was born, were they? Oh, yeah, a child was born. Damn, man, you make the house and immediately they make the bebe. It's hilarious. Okay, well, we're not down on a person, but someone has died. Sad. Honestly, I think a couple of more people are gonna die. The people working on food are the people dying. Just eat a strawberry, bro. What kind of freaking gatherer are you, dude? Just literally walk in the forest. There's a mushroom right there, bro. It ain't that hard. With knocking down everything not being so hard, I think what's getting us is starting off with more people than I'm used to, since I always play on the hardest conditions, and you start off with less people than this. You start off with like 10. I think that's what's getting me, so... Once again, we're still at 19 people because Robertus was born. Immediately, man. Immediately they make the bebe. Okay, let's make everyone housed at least. Hopefully the food situation will sort itself out. I think we do start off with seeds, if I'm being honest, so we can definitely do like, crop fields and stuff like that, but, yeah, I just don't think it's the most efficient way at the start. I much prefer hunting and gathering. We'll see, though. We'll see. We should get our food numbers up pretty soon. Okay, well, 4 houses down and we still got homeless people. I guess we need a 5th house, which is all right. Now, there we go. Let's put it down right there. But yeah, food is tricky, man. We can take a look at stuff like this. For example, these guys produced 200 venison last year. And these guys, yeah, they got some food as well. Actually, gathering is better, but obviously, they'll do more since it's still this season, but we need 100 food per person per year. So really, we need to be producing 1,900 food. Now, I'm not going to be counting all of this. What's this, like 400? About 600, right? Ish. Maybe a little more, maybe 700, and then these guys 200. Yeah, well, we're not making enough food, man. We're not making enough food. Oh, am I going to have to resort to this? I really didn't want to. I really didn't want to. I don't know. Do we put it here just so it grabs more stuff? It's simple. That's our issue. I am going to go with a fishing dock. I placed it on this little peninsula, so the efficiency will actually be quite all right. It is grabbing a pretty large part of the river. Okay, well, one problem solved. No one is homeless anymore. Of course, I will have to demolish these guys' house soon to move it over here, but, you know, that's okay. Well, not soon, but whenever I want to put something down here. Okay, fishing is up. Honestly, we might have 1 or 2 more starvation deaths this winter. I guess we'll see. But yeah, everyone's just gonna work so hard on food. Okay, it's late summer. Let's examine this. 400 venison. Okay, not bad. Not bad. 400 venison, and actually quite a lot. Yeah, there's like almost 900 here, probably more, maybe more than 900. Yeah. Okay, so 400 and 900. Yeah, I think the fishing is gonna satisfy us. Let's see. Another child was born, so we have 20 people right now. You know, it's tough to get the ball rolling, right? Because for 20 people, you gotta have half of them on food, and then, you know, you still gotta do the tree stuff if you want. Yeah. See, this is why we're starving. These idiots last year, they were hunting logs. You can't hunt logs, bro. You can pick up the log and see if there's little worms under it that you can eat and stuff, but yeah, don't hunt freaking logs, dude. But yeah, the gatherer's hut is actually like really good, man. It's getting a lot of food. Yeah, but we need to get into a food surplus if we want to build more houses where people can move out of their parents' homes and make a family of their own. So yeah, food surplus definitely needed. Okay, well, winter has hit. Let's see how we manage the food stuff now. Yeah, maybe fishing is better than hunting, dude. Because look, we've had it for just a couple of months right here. Already at 375 fish, whereas I think these guys can only do a max of 400 venison per year. Yeah. Obviously, the gatherer's hut is the best. Because look at how much food it produces. But still, why are we... Alright, let's make it through the second winter and then we'll start thinking about, like, the blacksmith. Oh, actually, these guys produced 600 venison last year, so that's awesome. But yeah, it's early spring, man, and no one died, so we're chilling right now. I guess, you know, the food production that we have going right now is sufficient. We're starting to run out of tools and clothes, which, you know, these are all right. These are not bad buildings. You know, we can have them built up to the max, and then, you know, we'll just stop doing that. We'll employ those people in other places. So let me actually bring down the limit to 30 for now. That's the max I want them to produce since we have that much people. And I'm going to start building both of these, both the tailor and the blacksmith. Food situation not looking deadly. Tailor and blacksmith are up, so, you know, we're going to be producing tools and clothes right now, so we're chilling. Okay, food situation, something we don't got to worry about right now. Since all of that is sorted, I've built up 2 more houses, so 2 more guys can, you know, create families and stuff like that, and I'll destroy this one from over here. So some people are going to be temporarily homeless, but that's okay. They still have somewhere to go in and warm up. What are we lacking right here? We're lacking leather. Yeah, why are these guys not producing that much leather, man? We're good on tools. We just need a couple of more coats. And I realize I've made them homeless in the middle of winter, but listen, you're not that healthy anyway, bro. Just, you know, suck it up a little bit. He's happy. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Wow, dude, easily made it through that winter. Nice. Alright, since things are pretty stable right now, I've laid out a couple of more things. You know, we got the Forester Lodge up and running. I'm gonna put down, you know, the tavern right there. Still haven't found a place for a hospital. Well, yeah, taverns are more important anyway. And I put down the schoolhouse right here. We do need to start getting our people educated, you know, to learn gooder and become smarter and stuff like that. Because if they're educated, they work better and are efficienter, you know? So, yeah, now kids aren't going to go directly to laborers and stuff like that. Instead, they're going to study for a little bit, which is all right. I think we got the people to start a schoolhouse. Yeah, food looking good, logs looking good. Those are the 2 things we care about. So we're chilling. Oh, damn, 3 kids being born at the same time. Nice. We're up to 26 people now. Yeah, still only 2 deaths. Only those 2 initial ones. So we're looking good. We got our first student, folks. Yep. School is a little bit lonely right now, but it'll look better once we build everything up, you know? So, yeah. Pretty nice, you know? Hospital right next to the chapel, so the, you know, the big bell can disturb all the patients. So school right across from the tavern, so the students can go and get drunk. It's really the perfect town. Now, eventually, I will build these guys up a graveyard somewhere. I'm thinking somewhere down here, maybe, because having a graveyard is actually pretty good, man. So, you know, they can go and mourn whoever they've had die and stuff like that. It's gonna make them less sad if they have a graveyard, you know? Right behind the church, off in this little secluded area, I think would be pretty nice. Yeah, something like that. Costs a lot of stone, though, so I'm not gonna do it now. Oh, this is the worst, dude. When someone dies due to something that I haven't done, you know? When it's my fault, we have someone to blame. You guys have someone to blame. It's me. Hawk, you're stupid. Why didn't you build them a house? They died of being homeless or whatnot. But when someone dies during childbirth, it's actually not that bad because the kid replaces them. But you know what I mean. Yeah, but we're chilling, trying to grow the population now, so we're doing another little neighborhood over here. This is the, the more luxurious one. They got storage behind their house. They don't gotta walk somewhere to get logs. It's right behind their house. These guys, that's just the broke boys for real. But yeah, got 3 houses on pause. This is where they're gonna go next. And built up 2. There's a 3rd one. So yeah, need to get our population up, man. We need to have more people so we can do more things. We can't even start thinking about miners and stonecutters because these employ like 15 people each. So it's tricky. That's the same reason I still haven't built up like orchards or crop fields or pastures and stuff like that, because depending on how big you make them, they can employ people too. But still, we're chilling on food big time, so need to focus on other things. Once we get more laborers though, we definitely gotta look into herbalist to gather up some herbs to provide simple medicine and healing for our peeps. We already know where it's gonna go. It's literally gonna go right there. All of these things can go together, so that's all right. I'm going to put it down right there preemptively and pause it just so we know where it goes. And this is our little, our little gathering slash hunting slash forest slash herbalist location. Depending on how big you make your town, you can have multiple of these locations. I remember way back in the day when I played Banished for fun, not for pain. I used to build up huge towns, man. My town would be like, I don't know, this big, dude. It would be huge. We have like 2 or 3 of these. And my goal back then when playing was to have a crop field of every single type of crop, have an orchard with every single type of tree, and have a pasture with every single type of animal, right? When I built all of that up and when I had literally everything that could be built, that's when my game was done. Multiple quarries, multiple mining stuff. I don't know, was I better or did I just play on easy? No, I've just become, I've just lost brain cells from making YouTube videos for 5 years. So leave a like for no brain cells. Lots of children now, man. Lots of children now. Those are the last 6 pieces of news that we've gotten. But not bad. Our town's growing pretty quickly. We got, what is this? 19 plus 11. Let me get my calculator out for that. So, 19. That's like 1 less than 20, right? Plus 21. 30, interesting. I thought it was 50. Plus 3. Yeah, we got like, I don't know, what's that? Like 43 people? Something like that? Yeah, but like I said, just chilling, waiting for these students to graduate. Need more laborer. And I've told a lot of these guys to take down these rocks and iron, finally, from where, our things are operating here. And I know some of these work better in like old growth forests, right? So they're not as optimal if these guys keep cutting down and planting trees and stuff like that, but that's okay. We're not that concerned. See, I can see how these guys would fish out a log, right? That happens, that cartoonishly funny, fishing thing, or you fish out a boot, but I still don't get it how these guys managed to hunt a log last year. 3 logs, in fact. That's 1 more than 2 years ago. Good job. Oh, look, this is a perfect place for the boarding house. Nice. Excellent. Yeah, this usually helps when nomads come around and you have nowhere to put them, so great place for a boarding house. Okay, so now we got 10 houses. I just built this one up, and as soon as I built this one up, we started really dropping firewood, man. We were always sort of on the, borderline firewood, 300 firewood being used, but, okay, no building more houses until we build up a bigger surplus. I need to increase the limits here. Or, alternatively, we do have a good bit of stone. We can start upgrading these houses to stone houses. They will use less firewood. All right, upgraded 3 houses, so that should help out a little bit. The herbalist is also done. I actually am going to turn it on. We only need 2 of those people, and now we got, a pretty decent amount of laborers, so we can turn that on. People can start getting herbs. They can start being healthier. Awesome. It's time to continue growing our town, folks. Let's build up the market. Okay, this does cost quite a lot of resources, and technically you need to employ 12 people over there, but not really. It functions just as well with 1 guy. Basically, this is a central place where all of the resources can be gathered and people can, get them from. So, stuff that's in stockpiles and in storage barns. And after that, we can finally get rid of the storage barn and put down the boarding house, or at least prep for it. But yeah, let's build up the market. It does cost quite a lot, but we're chilling. And our market has been built. Awesome, looking cute. Cracked 40 people. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Well, 42, yeah. All right, built up another little stone house right here. It's a perfectly good one for a corner one. I wonder why I put it right there. But, yeah, right now, man, we're above 40 people, as you guys can see. And I'm noticing we are starting to drop our supply of food once again. So I think it is time for us to explore new food options. I think with the start that I made, we should have seeds and, you know, trees and certain things. We don't have animals, definitely, I don't think. But yeah, obviously, by opening up the trading post later, we can get that going. But I think it's time to start building up some fields, man. So I'm going to put down a crop field over here or over here somewhere, you know, as soon as I plan out some more houses here. And we'll see what we can do. Okay, so orchard, I guess, instantly gets put down. I just need to remove a couple of trees right here. But we do have walnuts. Excellent. So we'll start doing that. There we go. 2 farmers immediately employed. And as for crops, we have pumpkins. Cool. Okay, so we start off with 1 seed and 1 tree. Very cool. I doubt we have animals. I'm just gonna check. Oh, well, actually, we're gonna use stuff on that. I don't think we have animals, though. Okay, but that means we do want to open up the trading post pretty soon so we can get other crops and trees up. So, yep, there we go. More places to produce food. I don't know what the optimal size is for, like, crop fields and orchards and stuff like that. There probably is one. You can make them bigger than this, but I think I'm doing them 10 by 10. I guess it's all right. Oh, look, we can see the trees growing. Very nice. Yeah, they got, like, 4 rows, or, well, depending on how you look at it. But, yeah, they fill up the entire one. Oh, wait, they didn't. Well, they fill it up if you look at it like this, yeah. Okay, hopefully this will fix the food situation, and then we can start growing our town again. Or if not, I'm just gonna put down another fishing dock, man, because these do produce quite a lot of food, if I'm being honest. I guess the one that produces the least is the hunting cabin, but then again, it is meat, and the game does consider those things, so yeah. On the good side, though, no diseases so far. We're 9 years in, and no, like, fires or floods or disasters or anything like that, so that's positive. All right, so built up 2 more houses right here because we need people to make kids. Also finally destroying the storage barn. And just a confirmation, yeah, we do not have any animals. So, okay. I think it's time we start trading. Let's build up the trading post. The thing is, I really want to get some animals in because, dude, for some reason, we're just not producing leather. And I don't know, I feel like in past runs, we've had a lot more textiles, you know? So yeah, we need to get like some sheep or some cows in. Nice, you know, the walnuts are pretty grown. We see the pumpkins starting to appear. Looking nice. All right, so the trading post has been built up. Just like the market, it can function with only 1 trader. It's just going to be slow. And, you know, we can get these things in right here. And later when a trader comes around, we can, you know, give away our stuff to get some of theirs. Now, we don't have a lot going on over here. Really, medicine is kind of the only thing we're banging on. So, let's put like 100 herbs in there, and let's put like, I don't know, like 10 coats. Well, not coats. I could do tools. Let's put like 10 tools over there for now. Food we definitely don't want to do. So, yeah. Not a lot. Obviously, if someone comes around, we can instantly put in like 6 traders, get everything in, trade for it, and then get stuff out. We'll see, though. But yeah, this one guy in the meantime, he'll just start moving these things to there so they're ready for when a trader comes around. Yeah, I want animals and I want another crop. We're low on food, man, so I'm putting down another crop field. I'm gonna put pumpkins down there too. Later when we get another crop, I'm just gonna swap out the pumpkins for something else because you do want diversity in your food. No, honestly, the game calculates that. It's like they need to eat different foods. Like meat, fish, veggies, grains, you know? Not good. We're actually at 0 food. I think building up these 2 houses and a couple of other kids being born is what pushed us over. So yeah, in a tough situation. We might have some deaths. I'm not even gonna lie. We might have some deaths. Although the pumpkins are gonna get harvested this year, so yeah, now that we have stuff in, we can see, you know, iron tools have a value of 8, and herbs have a value of 4, so we got like 480 here, which is definitely not enough for animals, but it's almost enough for like, you know, a seed or something like that. I wonder how much logs are worth. Let's put 100 logs in there since we're good on that. Or actually, no, not logs. firewood. Yeah, 100 firewood in. God damn it, I know where I fricked up. I told them to gather a bunch of stuff from here, man. Now, I've already canceled the removal, but because all of those laborers were busy on that, they aren't transporting the food and stuff like that. Because we can see, look, the farmers have harvested the pumpkins. We just need someone to move them in. And also, you know, we got fish sitting around in the fishery thing. We got, yeah, probably venison over here. Look, yeah, look. Everyone stop doing everything. Dude, what the hell? Look. Look how much food there is. Look at the baskets lining this entire forest. Oh my god. Did the game bug out? I got 8 laborers, dude. They're not doing anything else, please. Oh, look, why are they idling? You got stuff to do, bro. Oh my god, please go collect the food. We're gonna fucking starve. Oh my god, why aren't they doing it? They're not doing it, dude. We got 8 laborers. They're the ones that are supposed to do this. What the Why? I'm not doing resource stuff anywhere else, dude. I'm not. Look. Just get the food. I don't know. Close and reopen the game? I realized the problem. I'm actually an idiot. I destroyed the storage barn and they had nowhere to put these things. That's why it's all laying around. I thought they could move it directly to the market. God damn, bro. God damn. I've never come across this problem because I always have more than one storage barn, but... Okay, what I had to do was I turned off the school. Okay, so we insta-built it, obviously. I turned off the school, so those students had to get out and be laborers instantly. Turned off the tailor, turned off the trading post, so the teacher, the tailor, and the trader are now all laborers. I have all 15 of these guys stat on food. If we're lucky, we can get away with 5 people dying. I think we're still gonna have people die. Because they have been starving for a bit. Yeah, and it's gonna take so long to move all of this stuff there. We got fish sitting here, we got those pumpkins, and we got the forest of baskets over here. It's gonna take a while to move all those things in. We already got some things, and not everyone is starving, but... what is this guy? Trader. No, the thing is... No, he's not a trader. Lost 3 people. A child and 2 laborers, which is alright. And we got 3 people starving, as far as I can see. So it's looking like we're gonna lose a max of 6 people. Which is... stupid because it's completely my fault. Yep, lost 5 people. Had to stop education. Completely avoidable, dude. Completely avoidable. That's why my freaking reserves were dropping. I can't believe I destroyed this. Well, everyone is good now. Let's build up another storage barn over here. And it perfectly coincides with people starting to die of old age, too, which is, just awesome. To quote Dr. Disrespect, not that he's someone you'd want to quote, but stupid fucking mistakes, man. Pick a card, any card. The 2 of Wives, excellent choice. Alright, well, things have stabilized. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Let's open the school back up, and, the trader back up. Sometimes you can still see remnant in the forest of baskets. Yeah, it just is what it is. Alright, we got a decent bit in the frickin' trading post now. So we got 400, 150, that's 550 right there. 200 times 4, 800, 10 times 8, 80. Yeah, we're doing alright. We should probably get some more herbs in there, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Because firewood and herbs are things we can, like, produce a lot of, but we don't use a lot of, so we can trade. Hey, trader! Oh, what does he have? Just 8 warm coats? Ah, damn, that's a shitty freaking trade. Okay, this is the other merchant. This isn't the guy that brings you, you know, seeds and animals and stuff like that. This guy brings you finished goods. Well, that sucks. I don't care about any of that. Well, luckily, they do come around pretty often. Well, we've built up a boarding house, so we're officially ready for any nomads to come in. Might as well put down the town hall, except we do need quite a lot of stone for that. Or maybe I should do the hospital first, in case those guys bring in diseases. Oh, frick, maybe I should just do a couple more houses. Yeah, I'm trying to build them up equally, you know, stone and non-stone. Stone ones obviously do cost quite a lot, but, Yeah, let's put down 2 more of these. We do got people, by the way, dying of old age. We'll never know how many exactly we've lost because we don't have a graveyard. It just costs too much stone, so we'll see later. All right, another trader. Hopefully he has something good this time. Wheat seeds, excellent. They are pretty expensive. 2,500. I wonder if we can get that. So that's 2,200 right there. Oh, he doesn't want to take herbs. 1,260, huh? Why doesn't he want to take herbs? Yeah, this is the guy that brings the seeds. Look how many things there are, man. We only got 2 of these right now. Yeah, I used to play until I had every type of these, which is quite a lot. What the frick can we bring in? We need about as much as we're trading. I mean, we got tools and firewood and hide coats that we can trade. I guess we just double this. 1,240, a little more than double it. Okay, so here is the sitch right now. Yeah, we bring in 40 coats, 40 tools. Yeah, we can get away with this. 400 firewood. No one wants herbs, dude. No one wants herbs. I'm still gonna keep them there, but frick it. What else do we have a lot of? We don't really have a lot of anything. And I'll bring in, like, I don't know, 50 logs. The thing is, for this to be quick, let's shut down the herbalist. Let's pause construction on these houses. Because we need to bring in 6 traders. So they get that in there as fast as possible. Because we need that there before that guy leaves. Okay, that was actually pretty quick. Let's get rid of firewood. That's the easiest to produce. And tools we're kind of alright on. Let's do 20 tools. 20 coats. Can't click away right here because it's gonna close my thing. Yep. Boom. We got wheat seeds. Excellent. Let's swap. Yeah, I'm noticing, man, I always get stuck around the 40, 50 people mark. It's just people dying of old age, but building new houses, so people are being born, but, you know, we just can't grow. We need the nomads. It's what destroyed us last time, it's what's gonna save us this time, except I need a hella stone to do it. Well, I've moved around the hospital and the chapel a little bit. I realized we're going like this instead of radial. It's okay. We got the town hall built up, ma'am. Yeah. So you're 14, 17 homes, 19 families, which means we do need to build up 2 more homes. 50 citizens exactly, which is nice. All of them are clothed. Not all of them are educated because we had to stop the school. Almost fully healthy. Not that happy. Yeah, we can take a look at, you know, the, what you call it, like the population graphs right here. This is where we had that little mishap. But nomads can come in now. And yeah, we got 3 out of a lot of things. But yeah, there's like 3 animals here and 16 trees and plants. All right, merchant's actually here again. Oh, cherry seeds. Ah, okay. 2,500. Just traded. Got the cherry seeds. Excellent. Now, of course, we can order stuff from this guy, but, you know, it does make stuff easier, but I'd rather be surprised with what they bring, you know? Well, I built up a church to make these guys happy because they're really not that happy. I do need to employ a guy there, though, but right now we just don't got it, man. We had people die of old age and other people need to replace them. I need to wait, once again, for a couple of people to graduate from this, but, yeah, 49 citizens, man. Yeah, just a little slump we need to get over, boys. Also, yeah, I destroyed the wheat field and moved it down here. I'm destroying this pasture as well. Yeah, you know, we'll do these kind of like here. Ah, what the hell? An orchard has developed an infestation. What? I've never seen this. How the hell do you even fix that, dude? What? Cut down all the trees in this orchard. Okay, let's harvest it and then cut it, I guess. What's the worst that can happen? They'll probably die off anyway, right? Yeah, let's just harvest it at 64% yield and see what happens. Let's just cut him down. Frick it. That sucks. Merchant's here again. What does he have? Venison and bean. Don't need that. Yeah, that's the solution. You just gotta cut them down. Oh well. Alright, built up a mine. I don't know how wise it is, but yeah, we were starting to lack iron severely. It's there. I'll actually get it to work. And I'll put like 1 guy in there. I don't even know if 1 guy is gonna do anything. Let's just do 2 for now, actually. Oh shoot, nomads. Okay, this is dangerous. This is where my last run collapsed. We had like 80-something, 70-something people. We accepted like 15 nomads, and they crashed their whole food thing. Now, on food, we're good-ish. We're sort of hovering around the 1,500 mark over here. There's 10 of them. Interesting. There's 10 of them. Okay. We can put them to work. We can put them to work. Late spring. These are starting to grow. Obviously, we need more food. This produces 660 wheat. Yeah, about that much, I guess. Wait, I clicked on a guy. Okay, that one, I regrew that one. Okay, not that many cherries. Fishing is by far the best, man. Look at how much, but specifically this one, it's very optimal. It's like 1,500. Venison probably still, 900, actually not bad. Gathering, pretty standard, like 1,500. Yeah, gathering or fishing is what we need. Really, if we want to survive this. But where else could I place a dock that's as optimal as this one, that takes up as much space as that one? Like right here, probably, right? Something like that. I mean, ideally, it'd be like right there. You know, well, actually, you can't quite put it there, but... Huh. Tricky. No, ideally, it'd be right freaking there. Look at that. Can't build it there either. I gotta put down a fishing dock or another gatherer's hut. Gatherer's hut, 4... Fishing 4. Gathering we can do up here, I guess. Yeah, really not that far away. I will accept these guys. I got to. I got to. But then again, 2 fields with wheat, for example, that 4 people work in is almost as good as the optimal fishing. Yeah, I'm just gonna put down more fields of wheat. And when we get new seeds, we'll swap them out. It's as simple as that. So I will allow the nomads to join. There we go. Our population has jumped up. Well, we'll see it, but we have allowed them to join. Lots of kids, which is... Okay, let's just unpause it here so they can move in. Yeah, so we got 4 workers, 2 kids, 2 more... Yeah, 6 workers. Okay, not bad. 6 workers, 4 kids. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we should be able to survive this. I'll put down another crop field, like, right there. And another one right there. And that's 4 workers. Wheat. Wheat. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. And we'll put down 2 more houses. There we go. They can move into those houses. Obviously, we won't immediately see the benefits from this. It is a late spring. I think that stuff should have been planted already. In fact, as we can see, it's grown already. It's, you know, growing as we speak. So we might have a food issue now, but we'll see. Oh, okay, cool. It will have time to grow. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I gotta say, walnuts suck balls. They take so long to grow and don't produce anything. It's like orchards. I know, dude. I know they're not optimal, but I like having different things. And I'm willing to have my town die if that means having 3 different types of trees as opposed to 5 of the same this. Even though I am doing it right now. You get the point. Either way, church is up and functioning too, and so is the hospital, in hopes that we can make these people happier. The only thing we're lacking for happiness is the tavern and the graveyard. Now, I think we will have an issue with clothes, honestly. Look, not everyone is clothed even. It's just we're not producing enough leather, and that's our only source of, you know, stuff for clothes. So it sucks, but until we get animals, like cows or chickens, it is what it is. Sorry, cows or sheep. Well, you can make down jackets with chickens, can you? Maybe not, I don't know. 4 kids being born at the same time is rough. Yeah, we're doing alright. No one's starving or anything like that. Trader is here again with potato seeds. That would actually be very nice to get. Yeah, the animal guy has never come around, man. The animal guy has just never come around. Okay, I'm gonna try and scrape stuff together for potato seeds. We're actually in a tricky situation here. We're running on the limit of everything. Clothes is the biggest problem. They're gonna use more firewood like that, and they're gonna be less healthy and happy, so... We'll see. We're at 70 people. Target is 100, as always. Yeah. The best thing that could happen right here is we get up to, like, 80-something, 85, 86, 87, 88, and then nomads come in, and they take us over 100, and then we win, and we won't even have to run or sustain the city or anything. I gotta get these potato seeds. Yeah, they're very good, dude. I think potatoes are pretty good. We'll swap one of these with, you know, with potatoes. Merchant left. Didn't get him in time. Oh, well. All right, well, built up another gatherer's hut here, actually, which, you know, it produces a lot of food. We'll see how it goes. I got 4 people working there, which is quite a lot. But, yeah, right now only 1 laborer, which maybe it'll be enough. Just waiting for a lot of students to graduate, man. So many students and children. It's like, the ratio is like super, super off. So that's why we're struggling a bit. But, nothing's really lacking. We're just slow to build right now. 72 people right now. Yeah, and the mine and the quarry are working slowly but surely. You know, we're not rushing for stone or iron or anything like that because we're not building, so it's chill. I did move the tavern down here, which I thought was interesting. So maybe we do another little neighborhood over here. Or, I mean, whenever. Or maybe, I don't know, somewhere like right here. Oh, another trader. Let's hope it's animals. It is. Nice. Frick yeah, dude. We just really need 2 sheep here. We really just need 2 sheep. Okay, let's give him... What do we have the most of? I can afford to give away the iron. As long as I probably don't want to do... We can do the iron tools, too. Let's do it like that. Boom. 2 sheep acquired, baby. Hell yeah. I'm gonna need more farmers. Okay, let's build a pen somewhere. The thing is, I was more hoping for cows because, you know, leather from the deer and from the cows. But we'll swap to wool coat. Hopefully. And 2 deaths of old age at the same time. Ugh. Good thing about a 10 by 10 pasture is it only needs 1 person to work it, so that's good. Freaking the sheep. Oh, they went through here, dude. Through the river. They're probably walking to the pasture, aren't they? Or is that just 1 sheep? Or are they both walking at the same time? No, it says 2. Where's the other one? Oh, there they are. It was 2. Okay, yeah. So they're gonna freaking make the bebe once we get up to 6. They'll start culling every other one, you know, the 7th one. Yeah, man. Gatherer's hut is awesome. Especially in, you know, forest where we don't cut stuff down. Look. Almost 2,000 food and the year isn't even over. Yeah, that was a good call. That was a great call. Now we're facing a log shortage, honestly. And of course we can cut down a bunch of trees, which we will, but I've also put down another forester lodge here. And I know we could have pushed it further back and not have the mine in the way and stuff like that, but, you know, I want the trees to go up to my, you know, town border and stuff like that. Once again, trader, he's bringing in pepper seeds, but yeah, I just can't trade anything right now, man. I just can't trade anything right now. Yeah, really, I need the animal guy to come in again. But the sheep are doing a good job freaking. They've already made the sheep bebe, so yeah. You know what I like? We're really like good on tools. Tools we produce so much of, so I'm kind of becoming a tool exporter here. Kinda. And everyone's willing to take tools, so we're chilling. Dude, I just realized we don't need to kill the sheep for wool. You know, they get haircuts. So I should have swapped to wool a little bit ago. Okay, hopefully that's gonna help our clothes situation, man. Because this guy is producing clothes, obviously, but he'll do like 1 every once in a while, so... Yeah, dude, ever since the 2nd gatherer's hut, I mean, you know, look at their production. It's just nutty. We're chilling on food. Like this, nomads, bring him in. We got 81 people. I'm feeling super confident now. Yeah, with this food surplus, we can easily run more than 100 people. Well, I finally built the townsfolk a little cemetery right here. You know, just by the river, chilling, right behind the church, across the house from these guys. So, it's time to increase their happiness even more, man, because we're chilling on food. I think it's time for the tavern. We're doing great on clothes, too. Even though we don't have a surplus, everyone is clothed, and I can just, you know, swap back and forth between leather and wool whenever. Okay, so let's see what this guy can make. So we don't got apples, or peaches, or pears, or plum. Wheat we do got quite a lot of, but we use it for food. I don't really want to do that. Really, we should do cherry or berries. Berries, obviously, we get from foraging and stuff like that. Let's do some cherry ale, man. Why not? Okay, that's gonna help for the happiness of our people, and we officially have everything. Oh wait, the herbalist still isn't up, but yeah, it's just we got so many of them. Yeah, we officially got every building. Nice. Onwards. Really, I need 4 more houses here. 27 homes, 31 families. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. This neighborhood right there. Merchant's here again. He's got sheep again. We don't need that. Up to 4 sheep right now. We're chilling. Look at our little hustling and bustling town, man. It's awesome. Everyone doing their jobs. Bing chilling. This guy don't got enough cherries. That's okay. 90 people. Is it possible? It just might be, folks. It just might be. Yeah, I'll leave a little. There we go. There we go. 31 homes for 30 families, 93 citizens, and everything is working as it should. Everyone's clothed. Not everyone is educated. That's okay. The nomads are still here. Chilling on food, making some brewskis, herbs. The only thing we're kind of really lacking is, you know, enough clothes to where we have a surplus, but everything else is okay. You know, still got a builder right here so we can finish up some of our roads. 7 laborers, increase production of mining and stone cutting, and pretty soon I'll open back up the herbalist, which we don't even care about, dude. We don't even care about. It's 327 herbs. We don't use them for anything. That's actually the max, too. What the hell? I can probably take, like, 20 nomads coming into our town. Oh my god. We're about to win. Nomads have arrived at the town hall. We got 95 people. It's gotta be more than 5. The least I've seen, I think, is 4. But still, there is 15 of them. There we go, folks. After weeks of struggling because of the hardest start that I did, or well, you know, even with the hardest possible start, we could have done this. Really, the only thing that I do notice a difference in the normal starting conditions, and I say normal, there aren't normal ones, but you know, the most average starting conditions that we selected for this run is the amount of space that we have, right? To build up your town and have it all be compact and stuff like that, which is the way I like to do it, right? And you know, we got these things here, but we're building them here and here. Yeah, really the main thing is the terrain size, man. Because I played on a small map with mountains. This is a large map with flatlands. That's the biggest difference. But I'm going to accept all of them, and I'm going to play a little bit more just so you guys see that we won't collapse with more than 100 people. And if we do, well, too bad. I already won. Yes. Okay. Now, something we might encounter a problem with is logs, firewood. We're not really doing that much of it. It's simple. The solution is simple. The fix is simple. We put down another woodcutter. There we go. Right there. Why not? And we'll even give him a little, well, actually, he's got that thing right there. Cool. All right, let's put y'all to work. Okay. 3 builders. Cool. The herbalist is really what we don't need, but that's okay. 13 laborers right now. Let's put a couple more people in mining and stone cutting. And yeah, these guys can stay laborers, actually. Obviously, they did all go to the boarding house, so we are going to have to make houses for them, which I will do. We got a death of old age. Not my problem. Trader here again. Cherry seeds, walnut seeds. We got it, baby. A building has caught on fire. Okay, we just got some homeless people, but not really, because we got a boarding house. We should have room. Can that fire spread? They should be able to put it out, because we do got the well, which is a part of the market. That's why I didn't build an actual well. Will it spread? Oh my god, please don't tell me my town is going to collapse like this. That would be an actually crazy end. Wait, why am I on speed 1? Okay, what's going to happen? Are they putting it out? What are they doing? They are putting it out, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, so they can. Excellent, they can. Oh, 4 kids were born? Damn, man. In the midst of a tragedy, yo. Naughty, naughty. Where are they getting the water from? Oh, they can just get it from... Damn, whole town is on that. Wow, look at this, dude. Why are you not putting out the fire? Oh, because you're a child. Can we find any adult not putting out the fire and make fun of them? Hey, you. What the hell are you doing, Loelis? Minor? Idling? Either do your job or put out the goddamn fire. What the hell? We got, like, the entire town putting out the fire. Okay, so I guess you don't need a well, but since you can get it from the river. Okay, now it's really burning, and it's collapsed. Actually, it's not a problem. It's really not a problem. No one's homeless or anything like that, and the fire didn't spread. Okay, cool. Not bad. Damn, it took 22 years for that to happen, and my third playthrough? Because I know you can get fires, but I thought they could spread. Damn, in the boarding house? Freaks. And I think, folks, that's a pretty good place to wrap it up, man. A year or two have passed since the nomads entered our town. We're up to 120 people. I built up 3 more stone houses right here, so no one is even living in the boarding house. Put down another storage barn here just for no reason other than in order to be symmetrical. And there we go. We have officially done our challenge to get more than 100 people in one of our towns. 120 to be exact, before 25 years. And we're not suffering with anything. We're chilling. Our town is absolutely successful and super thriving. Honestly, I could probably push this to like 200-300, no meme. We definitely got the room and stuff like that, but you know, I've been playing this game long enough. Too many restarts, too many times playing on the hardest difficulty, and a lot of you guys were asking me to play on you know, just a regular difficulty band and just have fun and build a normal town. I gotta say, the start is still as fricked up, but yeah, really the only thing that changes this for me isn't the starting conditions or the climate or anything like that. Like I said just a couple of minutes ago, man, it's the size of the map and playing with valleys. You know, you just got room for everything, man. You just got room for everything, whereas you know, on a small mountain map, you probably could get 200 people, although you take up the whole map and your town would look horrible and everything would be everywhere. But yeah, there we go. There's new Jefftown in all its glory, ladies and gentlemen. We've put down every single building. The only thing, actually, I'll do it right now, that's left to do is open the herbalist back up and employ 2 of those people to do that. We officially have every profession, man. We officially have every profession. Let's put a couple of more people over there. And yeah, our town is thriving, man. Not just surviving, it's thriving. Look at beautiful little new Jefftown. Yeah, I love it. But that's gonna be it for Banished for well, for a little while. I'll be back probably in a couple of months, but I think that's good enough for now. Unless you guys really want to see something. I did try out Colonial Charter. It is a bit overwhelming. I tried to find the Adam and Eve mod where you start off with only 2 people. So if I do Banished again, it's probably going to be one of those 2 or a combination of both, because you can do Adam and Eve in Colonial Charter. But yeah, as always, man, leave a like if you enjoyed this video. It really does help out a lot, especially on different types of videos like this other than my regular content. Subscribe if you haven't already. More Banished will be coming, like I just said. And yeah, thanks for watching, man. But that's it for me for now. Goodbye or hello, goodbye, I don't know, from new Jefftown. Yeah, feels good to win for once. But